Lucy's Magical Music Box. Written by Stone Harper and Roger Holden. Narrated by Jessica Saylor. Chapter 1. The Enchanted Discovery. Lucy, a curious and imaginative 10-year-old, was exploring her grandmother's attic when she found something very special. It was a hidden music box. The music box was very pretty, with beautiful carvings of musical notes and instruments. Lucy was so excited to show her grandmother. Sitting on the dusty attic floor, surrounded by old boxes and forgotten things, Lucy felt like she was in a magical place. The sunlight shone through the small window, making everything look warm and cozy. She loved being in the attic where there were so many memories waiting to be discovered. Lucy's eyes sparkled with excitement as she spotted the music box tucked away in a corner. It was hiding under a pile of old newspapers, waiting to be found. Carefully, she picked it up and turned the golden key. Suddenly, a beautiful melody filled the attic, making Lucy's heart feel happy. With the music box in her hands, Lucy decided to go downstairs and show her grandmother. She held it carefully, feeling the smooth wood against her fingertips. As she went down the creaky stairs, she felt a warm feeling of excitement growing inside her. What would her grandmother think of this amazing discovery? When Lucy entered the cozy living room, her grandmother was sitting by the fireplace, knitting a colorful scarf. The room smelled deliciously of freshly baked cookies, and the crackling fire made everything feel cozy and safe. "Grandma!" Lucy exclaimed, her voice bubbling with excitement. "Look what I found in the attic." Her grandmother looked up, her eyes twinkling with curiosity. "What is it, my dear?" she asked, putting her knitting aside. Lucy gently placed the music box on the coffee table, and as the beautiful melody continued to play, her grandmother's eyes grew wide with wonder. "Oh, Lucy," her grandmother said softly, her voice filled with amazement. "You have found something very special." "What is it, Grandma?" Lucy asked, her eyes fixed on the captivating music box. Her grandmother smiled warmly. "This, my dear, is a magical music box," she explained. "People say that when the music plays, it can take you on a magical journey through the world of music." Lucy couldn't believe what she was hearing. A world of music? A place where melodies come alive? She was so excited to go on this incredible adventure. But just as her grandmother was about to tell her more, the music suddenly stopped. The lid of the music box closed, and a mysterious message appeared. "To unlock the magic, you must find the missing notes." Lucy felt a shiver go down her spine. What could that mean? And where were the missing notes? Her grandmother looked determined. "Lucy, my dear, it looks like we have a big quest ahead of us. Together we will find the missing notes and discover the magic of this music box." With those words, Lucy's heart filled with excitement. She knew that her journey was just beginning, and she had no idea about the amazing things that awaited her in the world of music. The next morning, Lucy and her grandmother woke up early. They knew that finding the missing notes would require perseverance and a keen eye. They decided to start their search in the attic where the music box was discovered. As Lucy climbed up the stairs, she couldn't help but feel a sense of anticipation building up inside her. The attic was bathed in a soft glow as the sunlight filtered through the small window. Dust particles floated in the air, adding to the magical atmosphere. They carefully rummaged through old boxes and trunks, hoping to stumble upon the missing notes. Each discovery brought about a mix of excitement and disappointment. While they found many intriguing items, the missing notes remained elusive. Days turned into weeks, and Lucy and her grandmother explored every nook and cranny of the attic, determined to uncover the mystery of the missing notes. Sometimes they would find clues hidden within old letters or faded photographs, but they still hadn't found the complete set of notes. One evening, as they sat by the fireplace, Lucy felt a glimmer of hope. She recalled a story her grandmother used to tell her about a hidden compartment in the attic, unknown to anyone but her grandfather. Could it be that the missing notes were hidden there? The following morning, Lucy and her grandmother embarked on a mission to find the hidden compartment. They carefully examined the walls and floor, tapping and searching for any sign of a secret space. Just as they were about to give up, Lucy noticed a loose floorboard. With excitement coursing through her veins, Lucy tugged at the loose floorboard, revealing a small compartment underneath. As she reached inside, her hand brushed against something smooth and delicate. It was the missing notes. Determined to uncover the full potential of the magical music box, Lucy grabbed the notes and rushed back to the living room, where her grandmother eagerly awaited her return. With trembling hands, Lucy placed the missing notes on top of the music box, aligning them with the symbols etched on its surface. As soon as the final note was in place, the music box sprang to life, emanating a brilliant light that filled the room. In an instant, Lucy and her grandmother were transported to a world of enchantment and musical wonder. They found themselves standing in a vibrant forest, with trees that danced and sang to the rhythm of the wind. The air was filled with melodies, inviting them to explore and immerse themselves in the magic of music. As they journeyed through this captivating world, Lucy and her grandmother discovered that each note had a unique power. The high notes created a sense of joy and excitement, while the low notes evoked deep emotions and introspection. They learned that music had the ability to express what words could not, and it spoke to the soul in a way nothing else could. Together, Lucy and her grandmother embraced every moment, relishing in the beauty of their newfound world. They danced with the trees, sang with the birds, and laughed with the rivers. The power of music surrounded them, nurturing their spirits and igniting their imagination. As the adventure came to an end, Lucy and her grandmother returned home, forever changed by the magic they had experienced. They knew that the music box held a special place in their hearts, a vessel for their creativity and love for music. From that day forward, Lucy and her grandmother shared their passion for music, composing melodies that reflected their journeys and emotions. They encouraged others to find their own musical voice, knowing that within every person there was a symphony waiting to be played. And so, Lucy's enchanted discovery led her on a path of self-discovery and musical expression, forever connecting her to the world of music and the power it held. With the music box as her guide, she would continue to create and share her love for melodies, inspiring others to embark on their own magical journeys through the world of music. Lucy and her grandmother set off on a quest to find the missing notes, not knowing about the magical challenges and adventures that lie ahead of them. What obstacles will they face? And what will they learn about the power of music and expressing themselves? Only time will tell as their journey unfolds, revealing the true enchantment that lies within the world of music. Chapter 2. The Melodious Journey Begins. Lucy's heart raced with excitement as she carefully lifted the lid of the music box. She was eager to uncover the magical surprises that awaited her inside. The old box creaked open, releasing a soft, melodic tune that filled the room. The sound was so enchanting that it made Lucy's heart skip a beat, as if fairies were gracefully dancing in the air. In awe, Lucy watched as colorful notes floated out of the box, twirling and spinning around her. It was a sight beyond her wildest dreams. She felt like she had stepped into a magical world, surrounded by a symphony of music. Without a shred of fear or hesitation, Lucy stepped closer to the mesmerizing spectacle before her. As she reached out her little hand to touch one of the notes, a shimmering portal suddenly materialized. It was as if the music itself was inviting her to embark on a journey and discover a realm of magic beyond her imagination. Filled with anticipation, Lucy took a deep breath and bravely stepped into the portal. In an instant, she found herself in a land unlike anything she had ever experienced before. The air was alive with a sweet melodic harmony, and with each step she took, the ground beneath her feet created a musical sound. As Lucy gazed around, she marveled at the sight of the dancing trees in this extraordinary world. They swayed and twirled as if conducting an invisible symphony, their branches stretching out like arms. It was as if they were playing their own unique composition, putting on a captivating show just for her. The flowers in this enchanted land were no ordinary blossoms. Each one possessed a distinct voice, blending together in a beautiful harmony that made Lucy's heart sing with joy. Unable to contain her excitement, she giggled alongside their mesmerizing concert. Eager to explore this musical realm, Lucy embarked on her adventure. She strolled through meadows where grasshoppers played their legs like tiny violins, creating a lovely melody that resonated in her ears. She stumbled upon a river that sang a soothing lullaby, and as she dipped her fingers into the water, it responded with a joyful tune. Continuing her journey, Lucy encountered a group of birds perched on a branch. Their melodious chirping filled the air, their voices intertwining in a perfect harmony like a complex musical composition. Entranced by their enchanting song, Lucy closed her eyes and joined in, her voice blending seamlessly with the birdsong. With each step she took, Lucy's love for music grew stronger. She realized that music was not merely an arrangement of sounds and melodies. It was a universal language that could express emotions, tell stories, and bring people together. As the sun began to set, casting a breathtaking array of colors across the sky, Lucy knew it was time to find her way back home. However, deep inside, she longed to stay in this magical world forever. She found herself wishing that music would never end. Just as she was about to turn back, a gentle whisper tickled her ears. "Lucy, my dear, follow the music and you shall find me," it said. Curiosity ignited within Lucy. Who could be calling out to her? Determination filled her heart as she followed the sound, eagerly wondering what awaited her. And so, with each musical step, Lucy's adventure continued, leading her deeper into the enchanting realm of music. She discovered hidden caves where water droplets created a symphony as they dripped, and she encountered creatures whose very movements produced beautiful melodies. Little did Lucy know, she was about to uncover a secret that would forever change her life. As she delved deeper into this magical world, she encountered a mysterious figure, an ancient guardian of music who had been waiting for her arrival. This guardian held the key to unlocking the true power of music, a power that could heal, inspire, and transform reality itself. With the guardian's guidance, Lucy embarked on a special training to harness her own musical abilities. She learned to play instruments she had never even heard of, and her fingers danced across the keys, strings, and drums with grace and precision. She discovered the unique melodies hidden within her own heart, composing symphonies that resonated with the very essence of her being. As Lucy's skills grew, so did her connection to the world around her. She discovered that her music had the power to bring joy and solace to those who listened. She played for the trees, the flowers, and the animals, sharing her melodies and witnessing the beauty of their responses. The world in which she had once felt like a visitor became a place where she belonged. Lucy's journey continued, and with each new encounter, she unraveled the secrets of this musical realm. She met other musicians, each with their own unique gifts and stories to tell. Together, they formed an orchestra that filled the enchanting land with their harmonies, creating a symphony so breathtaking that it echoed through time and space. And so, Lucy's adventure transformed into something much greater than she had ever imagined. Through the power of music, she discovered her purpose, her place in the world, and her ability to create magic. The melody of her journey played on, guiding her toward her destiny and forever weaving her into the tapestry of an extraordinary musical realm. Chapter 3: Meeting Melody, the Musical Fairy. As Lucy ventured deeper into the magical forest, the melodies that danced through the air grew louder and more captivating with each step. Intrigued and filled with curiosity, she couldn't help but follow the enchanting music, its sweet notes leading her closer to the heart of the musical realm. Suddenly, a burst of blinding light illuminated the path, causing Lucy to shield her eyes. When the light eventually faded, an awe-inspiring sight greeted her. There stood Melody, a fairy with wings that shimmered and sparkled like 1,000 stars in the sunlight. Her smile radiated warmth and joy, and in her delicate hand, she held a wand that twinkled like a constellation in the night sky. With a voice as melodious as Lucy's favorite songs, Melody greeted her. "Hello, young lover of music. I am Melody, the musical fairy. I have been eagerly awaiting the arrival of someone like you, someone who can help us preserve the music in our world." Lucy's heart raced with excitement. Never in her wildest dreams did she imagine that her love for music would lead her to such an extraordinary encounter. It was almost too incredible to believe. "I've always yearned for a magical adventure," Lucy exclaimed in awe. "But how can I truly save the music?" Melody gently placed a hand on Lucy's shoulder, her voice filled with warmth. "You see, dear Lucy, music brings harmony and joy to our world. Unfortunately, darkness has begun to silence the melodies and steal away our happiness. But you possess a special gift, a deep connection to music that has the power to restore the balance. Will you join me on this vital mission?" Without a moment's hesitation, Lucy replied with unwavering determination. "Of course, Melody. It would be an absolute honor for me to help save the music." As Melody waved her wand, a beautifully illustrated map materialized before them. It depicted a vast kingdom filled with breathtaking musical wonders. But it also revealed ominous dark clouds and crumbling musical notes, symbols of the fading melodies. "Our first task is to locate the lost symphony stones," Melody explained. "These precious stones possess the power to bring back harmony to our world. However, an evil sorcerer has scattered them far and wide, hoping to erase music from existence forever." Lucy's eyes widened in determination and anticipation. She was prepared to face any challenge that came her way on this incredible journey, whether it meant retrieving the stolen music or reigniting the silenced melodies. Hand in hand, Lucy and Melody embarked on their daring quest, walking beneath the shimmering stars in the mystical forest. With each step they took, Lucy felt an overwhelming surge of excitement and purpose. She knew deep within her heart that this extraordinary adventure would not only save the music, but also transform her own life in unimaginable ways. Unbeknownst to Lucy, danger lurked in every shadow. The evil sorcerer had dispatched spies to watch their every move, desperate to thwart their efforts in finding the symphony stones. However, Lucy and Melody remained blissfully unaware of the prying eyes that followed their every step, unaware of the immense responsibility resting on their shoulders to protect the fate of music. Undeterred, Lucy and Melody pressed on through the mystical forest, their hearts filled with hope and unyielding determination. The melody of their journey merged seamlessly with the rhythm of their hearts, guiding them ever closer to the hidden symphony stones and the climatic showdown between darkness and the power of music. Would Lucy and Melody succeed in their quest to find the Symphony Stones? Could they outsmart the evil sorcerer's spies who lurked in the shadows? The answers to these questions lay shrouded in the unknown, waiting to be unveiled as time marched forward, ultimately shaping the destiny of music in their world. Chapter 4: Exploring Classical Crescendos. Lucy eagerly followed Melody as they strolled through the enchanting streets of the magical world. The air resonated with the sweet melodies of birdsong, enveloping them in a symphony of joy. Every step brought them closer to their destination, and Lucy's excitement grew with each passing moment. Finally, they arrived at a grand concert hall, an awe-inspiring sight that took Lucy's breath away. The building was adorned with intricate carvings and golden arches, radiating a majestic aura. As they stepped inside, Lucy's eyes widened in amazement. The walls were adorned with breathtaking paintings of legendary composers, and a spectacular chandelier hung from the ceiling, casting a mesmerizing glow upon the hall. The concert hall buzzed with anticipation as elegantly dressed individuals filled the seats. As the lights dimmed, Lucy felt a surge of anticipation, her heart beating faster. It seemed as if the entire room held its breath, waiting for the enchantment to unfold. Suddenly, the conductor appeared on stage, commanding attention with his mere presence. The silence deepened, as if time itself had paused to witness the magic about to occur. With a graceful flick of his baton, the conductor signaled the orchestra to begin. The symphony erupted, filling the hall with a breathtaking blend of sounds. Lucy was spellbound as she watched the musicians pour their hearts and souls into their craft. Their fingers danced effortlessly across the keys and strings, their faces radiating an undeniable passion and emotion. The music soared and swelled, each note blending seamlessly with the others. It was a crescendo that sent shivers down Lucy's spine, making her feel alive and connected to something greater than herself. Closing her eyes, she surrendered herself to the power of the music. In that moment, she felt as if she were transported to a world where time stood still. As the symphony reached its climax, the audience erupted into thunderous applause, their joy and awe reverberating throughout the hall. Lucy, her hands tingling with exhilaration, joined in the applause. Melody turned to her, a radiant smile on her face. "Isn't classical music incredible, Lucy?" Melody asked, her voice filled with wonder. "It possesses a unique ability to evoke such intense emotions and transport us to different realms." Lucy nodded, her heart still captivated by the beauty of it all. Melody continued, gesturing towards the stage. "Let me introduce you to some of the greatest composers who have shaped the world of classical music," she said, her voice filled with reverence. "There's Mozart, whose compositions brim with grace and elegance. Then there's Beethoven, who defied conventions and brought raw passion to his masterpieces. And, of course, we cannot forget Bach, whose intricate melodies and harmonies are a testament to his genius." Lucy listened intently, her eyes shining with fascination. She couldn't help but feel inspired by these musical visionaries and their timeless creations. As the lights in the concert hall gradually dimmed, Lucy's heart fluttered with anticipation. She knew that her musical journey had only just begun. The magical world of melodies had enraptured her soul, and she was eager to explore even more. With a sense of wonder in her heart, Lucy turned to Melody and whispered, "What lies ahead, Melody? Where will our musical adventure take us next?" Melody's mischievous smile grew wider, her eyes twinkling with excitement. "Oh, Lucy, we have barely scratched the surface. There is so much more to discover. Are you ready?" With a determined nod, Lucy took Melody's hand, ready to embark on the next chapter of their musical adventure. She was filled with anticipation and curiosity, eager to learn and explore the wonders of music that awaited them. Little did Lucy know, their next destination held a mysterious secret that would challenge everything they thought they knew about music. It would lead them down a path they could never have imagined, unveiling hidden depths and unlocking the true power of classical crescendos. Chapter 5: The Enchanting Rhythm of Jazz. Lucy eagerly followed Melody through the bustling streets of the city, their footsteps in perfect sync with the growing sound of trumpets and saxophones. The lively energy surrounding them filled Lucy with excitement as they arrived at a vibrant jazz club. Its energy spilled out onto the dimly lit streets, drawing them closer with each step. A neon sign above the entrance proudly proclaimed, "The Swingin' Note," beckoning them inside to discover the enchanting world of jazz. As Lucy stepped through the club's doors, her eyes widened in amazement. The place was alive with a sea of people, each one bobbing their heads and tapping their feet to the infectious rhythm that permeated the air. She could feel the unmistakable sounds of trumpets blaring, saxophones wailing, and drums pounding in every corner of the room. Melody expertly led Lucy to a small table near the stage, where they settled in and ordered some cool lemonade to beat the sweltering summer heat. The stage stood like a beacon, its warm spotlight illuminating the silhouette of a tall figure holding a trumpet with confidence. The room burst with life as the band launched into a lively tune, filling the air with their vibrant melodies. Lucy watched in awe as the trumpet player's fingers danced over the keys, effortlessly producing soaring and dipping notes that seemed to break free from the confines of the stage and resonate within her very soul. Leaning closer to Lucy, Melody whispered, "That's Louis Armstrong, one of the greatest jazz musicians of all time. He's a master of improvisation, creating melodies on the spot that leave you breathless." Lucy was captivated, her eyes fixed on Louis Armstrong as he played with an unparalleled passion and skill. She observed how he would twist and shape the notes, bending them to his will like a magician conjuring a spell. As the song reached its climax, the saxophone player stepped forward, exuding a smooth and soulful sound that sent shivers down Lucy's spine. The music reverberated through her bones, awakening a hidden part of her that yearned to be set free. Melody nodded towards the saxophonist and said, "That's Charlie Parker. He's known for his incredible speed and improvisation skills. Jazz is all about self-expression, and Charlie does it like no one else." Lucy couldn't tear her eyes away from the stage. The musicians seemed to communicate with each other through their music, their connection palpable and awe-inspiring. The infectious rhythm of jazz took hold of her, and she found herself tapping her feet and swaying to the beat without even realizing it. Just as Lucy thought the performance was coming to an end, the drummer seized everyone's attention with a thunderous solo. His energy and precision were unmatched as his sticks flew across the drums like bolts of lightning. The crowd erupted in applause, and Lucy couldn't help but join in, her hands clapping in sync with her racing heartbeat. As the night progressed, Lucy became completely immersed in the enchanting world of jazz. Each musician received her loud cheers and applause, and she felt an overwhelming sense of joy and freedom that she had never experienced before. The music seemed alive, pulsating with energy and creativity that ignited a fire within her soul. To her surprise and excitement, at the end of the evening, the band invited Lucy to join them for a jam session. Butterflies fluttered in her stomach as she took a deep breath and stepped onto the stage. The musicians welcomed her warmly, and Lucy found herself instinctively playing a rhythm on the drums that matched the heartbeat of the music. As Lucy played, she felt an incredible surge of confidence and excitement. Jazz music had unlocked something within her, a sense of freedom and self-expression that she had never felt before. She realized that she was now part of something bigger, part of a musical conversation that transcended words and allowed her to share her soul through the language of music. As the jam session came to a close, Lucy's heart swelled with gratitude and wonder. She had discovered something truly magical in jazz music, a powerful force that could transport her to a world where anything was possible. With eager anticipation, she looked forward to further exploring this enchanting musical realm. Little did Lucy know that her adventure was far from over. The rhythm of jazz had only just begun to weave its spell on her, and the magical music box held even more surprises and wonders in store. The journey had just begun, and Lucy was ready to dive deeper, to discover more about the enchanting rhythm of jazz and the endless possibilities it held for her. Chapter 6. Dancing to the Beat of Latin Music. Lucy and Melody venture into a bustling square filled with vibrant Latin music. They are swept away by the energetic sounds of salsa, tango, and merengue. Lucy learns to dance to the rhythm and feels the infectious energy of the music in her bones. She discovers the cultural richness behind Latin music and how it can bring people together in celebration. Lucy and Melody walked hand in hand through the bustling square, their eyes wide with excitement. Everywhere they looked, there were people dancing, clapping, and twirling to the lively rhythms of Latin music. The air was filled with the vibrant sounds of salsa, tango, and merengue, creating an irresistible energy that seemed to pulse through the crowd. As Lucy listened to the lively beats, she couldn't help but tap her feet in time with the music. The rhythm seemed to call to her, inviting her to join in the joyous celebration. With a grin, Lucy turned to Melody and said, "Let's dance." Melody wagged her tail in agreement, and together they jumped into the middle of the square, joining a group of children who were already moving their bodies to the infectious music. Lucy let the music guide her movements, swaying her hips, twirling around, and clapping her hands in sync with the rhythm. She felt as if she were floating on air, carried away by the intoxicating melodies. As Lucy danced, she noticed the smiles on the faces around her. People of all ages and backgrounds were united by the shared love of music, letting go of their worries and embracing the moment. The music seemed to erase all boundaries, bringing people together in a harmonious celebration of culture and joy. Lucy's heart swelled with happiness as she danced, losing herself in the music. She savored every beat, every step, feeling the rhythm deep within her bones. It was as if the music had become a part of her, flowing through her veins and igniting her spirit. But just as Lucy and Melody were fully immersed in the joyous atmosphere, a loud crash interrupted the music. Startled, Lucy looked around to see what had happened. In the distance, she saw a group of mischievous monkeys swinging from the palm trees, knocking over instruments and causing chaos. The lively square quickly descended into chaos as people scrambled to protect their instruments and belongings. Lucy watched in dismay as the monkeys wreaked havoc, knowing that something had to be done to restore the harmony. With a determined look in her eyes, Lucy took a deep breath and called out, "I know what to do. Follow me." The crowd turned to look at her, their eyes filled with hope. Lucy's heart beat with a newfound purpose. As she led the way towards the monkeys, her mind racing with ideas on how to save the day. She knew she had to find a way to reclaim the music and restore the joy that had been stolen. As Lucy approached the mischievous monkeys, she could feel the weight of the moment. The fate of the music and the spirit of the square hung in the balance. Will Lucy be able to outsmart the monkeys and restore the harmony? What plan does Lucy have in mind? Only time will tell as the story continues in Chapter 7. Chapter 7. Saving the Music and Restoring the Harmony. Filled with determination, Lucy faced the mischievous monkeys with a pounding heart. She knew that the responsibility to save the music and bring harmony back to the square rested on her shoulders. With a confident smile, she began to devise a plan, determined to make a lasting impact. Lucy first attempted to reason with the monkeys, explaining the distress their actions were causing and how they were ruining the festivities. However, the monkeys simply chattered and laughed, swinging higher in the trees, seemingly unconcerned about the chaos they had created. It was clear that a different approach was needed. Undeterred, Lucy turned to the crowd, seeking their assistance. Together, they formed a human chain that reached towards the branches where the monkeys were perched. One by one, they carefully retrieved the instruments from the clutches of the mischievous primates, restoring them to their rightful owners. The crowd's unity and determination were palpable as they refused to let the music fade away. As the instruments were safely returned, the square slowly regained its festive spirit. The crowd rejoiced, offering applause to Lucy and her makeshift team for their bravery and quick thinking. The music gradually filled the air once again, as if expressing gratitude for being saved from silence. But Lucy knew that this victory was only temporary. She was aware that the monkeys would not easily give up. She knew a long-term solution was necessary to ensure the safety of the instruments and the uninterrupted flow of music. Inspired by the resilience and joy she had witnessed, Lucy decided to organize a community effort to construct protective structures around the palm trees. The community eagerly embraced this idea, recognizing the importance of preserving the vibrant Latin music that had brought them together. They came together working tirelessly to build sturdy nets and barriers that would shield the trees from the mischievous monkeys. It was a labor of love, symbolizing their unity and unwavering commitment to their cultural heritage. Days turned into nights as the community worked with unwavering determination. Finally, the protective structures were in place. The monkeys, realizing they could no longer disrupt the music, retreated to another part of the jungle. The square once again reverberated with the lively sounds of salsa, tango, and merengue. People danced with renewed vigor and gratitude, knowing that their beloved music was safe. Lucy surveyed the transformed square, her heart brimming with pride. She had not only learned to dance to the beat of Latin music, but also witnessed its power to unite and bring joy to people from all walks of life. The journey had presented challenges, but the rewards were beyond measure. As the story continues, Lucy and Melody embark on new adventures, discovering the magic and wonder that await them in the vibrant world of Latin music. They become ambassadors of the Latin music scene, spreading the joy and passion it brings wherever they go. Through their journeys, they not only learn more about the music, but also about themselves, fostering their growth and development as individuals. Along the way, they encounter new friends, encounter new dances, and immerse themselves in the rich tapestry of Latin music. Their story serves as an inspiration for all those who wish to follow their dreams and find harmony in the power of music. So, join Lucy and Melody on their incredible journey and let the rhythm guide you toward your own dreams, dancing to the beat of your heart. Chapter 8. Unleashing the Power of Rock and Roll. As Lucy and Melody emerged from the music box, they were transported to a realm that surpassed their wildest dreams. Surrounding them was a rock concert, unlike anything they had ever seen before. The atmosphere was electric, with flashing lights illuminating the stage and pulsating energy in the air. The anticipation was palpable, and the vibrations from the drums reverberated through the ground, creating an undeniable connection between the music and the crowd. It was a surreal scene, straight out of a rock and roll fantasy, and they were about to experience its transformative power firsthand. The strumming of electric guitars filled the air, sending chills down their spines. The powerful beats of the drums echoed through the atmosphere, perfectly syncing with the heartbeats of the fans. The collective energy of the audience was awe-inspiring as they swayed and danced in unison, their hands reaching towards the sky in a desperate attempt to touch the stars. The stage itself emanated vitality, serving as a mesmerizing canvas for the impending explosion of music. Lucy's eyes widened with sheer awe as she took in the spectacle before her. The stage was a sight to behold, adorned with colossal speakers and a kaleidoscope of vibrant lights. Standing upon it was a band that exuded an undeniable aura of greatness, as if they were larger than life itself. Clad in leather jackets and ripped jeans, their unkempt hair added to their wild and rebellious appearance. These were the rock gods, the epitome of the spirit of rock and roll. As the band struck their first chords, Lucy felt a surge of adrenaline course through her veins. The powerful waves of sound enveloped her, taking her on an emotional roller coaster ride. The rebellious spirit of rock and roll spoke directly to her soul, igniting a fire within her that she had never felt before. It was a symphony of freedom and self-expression, a call to embrace her own uniqueness and fearlessly chase her dreams. Unable to contain her excitement, Melody nudged Lucy, her eyes shining with delight. This, Lucy, is the very essence of rock and roll. It's about breaking the rules and fearlessly expressing who you are. Bands like the Beatles, Rolling Stones, and Queen paved the way for this revolution in music. They empowered people to embrace their individuality and stand proudly as themselves. Lucy nodded, her gaze fixated on the stage. She couldn't tear her eyes away from the band, their energy and passion seeping into her very being. With each note, her confidence grew, and a newfound determination surged within her. In that moment, she knew that she wanted to be like those rock legends. She wanted to create music that touched people's hearts and inspired them, just as this rock and roll music was touching hers. As the final notes of the concert reverberated through the air, Lucy's heart was filled with a sense of purpose. Turning to Melody, her voice brimming with determination, she declared, "Melody, I want to be a rock star. I want to create music that moves and empowers others, just like these incredible musicians." Melody's smile grew wider, her eyes twinkling with excitement. "I knew you would feel this way, Lucy. Rock and roll has a way of awakening something inside us, igniting the spark of creativity and self-expression. Let's embrace our uniqueness and fearlessly follow our dreams, just like the rock legends who came before us." With their hearts ignited by the power of rock and roll, Lucy and Melody exchanged a knowing look and stepped back into the music box. Little did they realize that their journey into the world of music had only just begun, and that they were destined to leave their own indelible mark in the realm of rock and roll. Chapter 9. exploring the enchanting world of blues. Lucy's heart raced in anticipation as she held the magical music box in her hands. She couldn't wait to see where the box would transport her this time. With a twist of the key, a captivating blues melody filled the air, enveloping Lucy in its spellbinding embrace. The room around her transformed into a whirlwind of colors, transporting her to the vibrant streets of the Mississippi Delta. The sultry air clung to her skin as Lucy followed the mesmerizing melody, its rhythm coursing through her veins. The intoxicating sound led her to a dimly lit blues club called the Delta's Soul, its neon sign flickering with a mix of nostalgia and charm. Curiosity propelled Lucy forward as she pushed open the creaky wooden door, stepping into a cloud of smoke that wrapped around her like a warm embrace. The room pulsated with the soulful sounds of the blues, immersing Lucy in a sea of emotions. Unable to resist, she swayed to the rhythm, feeling the music seep into her very core. Finding a seat at a small table near the stage, Lucy's eyes widened as she watched the musicians, their fingers dancing across the strings of their guitars with effortless grace. Their voices, deep and soulful, resonated through the club, each note carrying the weight of 1,000 stories. The pain and resilience in their music tugged at Lucy's heartstrings, making her feel a connection to their raw emotions. Among the performers was a weathered-faced, grizzled old man, sitting on a stool and strumming his guitar with a lifetime of experience. His voice, rich with a haunting beauty, reverberated through the club, capturing the attention of everyone in the room. Lucy was completely captivated by his performance, as if his music spoke directly to her soul. Unable to contain her admiration, Lucy approached the musician after his set, her eyes shining with awe. "That was absolutely incredible," she said, her voice filled with genuine admiration. "How do you make your guitar sing with such emotion?" The old man smiled warmly, his eyes twinkling with wisdom. "Child, the blues come from the depths of your being. It's about expressing your pain, your struggles, and finding solace through the power of music. This guitar here," he said, tapping the instrument lovingly, "is my voice, my sanctuary. It's through this instrument that I find healing." Lucy listened intently as the old man shared stories of the blues' origins, how it had emerged as a musical form born out of the hardships faced by African Americans in the Mississippi Delta. She learned about the injustices and the struggles they had endured, and how the blues became a means of catharsis and communication. The stories resonated deeply within her, fueling her appreciation for the profound impact that music could have. As she absorbed every word, Lucy realized that music held immense power. It wasn't just about the melodies or the instruments themselves, but about the emotions and stories they conveyed. Music had the remarkable ability to heal and bring comfort during the most challenging times. Before Lucy could delve further into her questions, a sudden gust of wind swept through the club, silencing the music. She looked around, momentarily bewildered, as the room spun once more. In a blink of an eye, Lucy found herself back in her own room, the magical music box sitting innocently on her bedside table. Holding the box close to her heart, Lucy felt an overwhelming sense of gratitude for the journey she had embarked upon through the world of music. She knew that her adventure was far from over, and she eagerly anticipated the next melody, the next discovery that awaited her. With thoughts of bluesy tunes and the promise of new experiences swirling through her mind, Lucy drifted off to sleep, ready for whatever enchantment the music had in store for her. Chapter 10: Mastering the Art of Opera. Lucy stepped into the Grand Opera House, her eyes wide with wonder. The moment she crossed the threshold, she was enveloped in a world of elegance and splendor. The golden chandeliers hanging overhead sparkled, casting a warm and inviting glow throughout the hall. The air was alive with the hushed conversations of the audience and the soft rustling of extravagant dresses, creating an atmosphere charged with excitement and anticipation. By her side, Melody wore a knowing smile as she welcomed Lucy to the mesmerizing world of opera. "Prepare to be transported to a different time and place, Lucy," she said, her voice filled with excitement and anticipation. As they made their way to their seats, Lucy couldn't help but be in awe of the sheer grandeur that surrounded her. The plush red velvet seats beckoned her to sit down, and the ornate decorations adorning the walls and ceilings filled her gaze with splendid details. And then there was the grand stage, commanding attention with its elaborate design and making her heart flutter with anticipation. As the lights dimmed, Lucy settled into her seat, her heart pounding with excitement. The conductor stepped onto the stage, raising his baton, and the orchestra began to play a captivating melody. The curtains gradually opened, revealing a breathtaking stage set, adorned with intricate props and vibrant, eye-catching costumes. The performers gracefully appeared on stage, capturing Lucy's attention from the moment they stepped into the limelight. Their voices were powerful, resonating with emotion, and their dramatic gestures brought each character to life. The music swelled, filling the opera house with a range of emotions that seemed to transcend language. Lucy found herself being swept away by the story, despite not understanding the words being sung. Sensing Lucy's curiosity, Melody leaned over and shared, "Opera is a form of music that tells stories through powerful singing and acting. It's a unique combination of intense emotions and elaborate storytelling, all brought to life on the stage." Lucy nodded, her eyes fixated on the performers. The emotions poured out from their voices, conveying joy, love, and heartbreak, all intertwined. It was an experience unlike anything she had ever witnessed before. As the opera progressed, Lucy became consumed by the music. The melodies carried her to different realms, evoking a myriad of deep emotions within her. She felt the exhilaration of love and the despair of loss, all within the span of a few minutes. The final act neared, and Lucy held her breath, eager to see how the story would unfold. The performers poured every ounce of their being into their roles, their voices reverberating with passion and intensity. The audience erupted into thunderous applause, their enthusiasm filling the opera house and reverberating in Lucy's ears. As the curtains closed, Lucy sank back into her seat, her heart still racing with the intensity of the performance. She marveled at how deeply she had connected with the music and the performers. Opera had transported her to a realm where emotions ran high and stories were told with unparalleled fervor. As the lights slowly illuminated the grand opera house once again, Melody turned to Lucy with a twinkle in her eye. "Did you enjoy the opera, Lucy?" A beaming smile spread across Lucy's face as she nodded enthusiastically. "I loved every moment of it. I've never been so moved by music before. Opera is like a magical portal to another world." Melody's knowing smile widened. "Indeed it is, Lucy, and there is so much more to explore and discover. Are you ready for the next adventure?" Lucy's heart raced with anticipation as she locked eyes with Melody. She couldn't wait to embark on new musical journeys with her dear friend. With a determined nod, she replied, "Absolutely. Take me wherever the music leads." And with that, Melody clasped Lucy's hand tightly, and they vanished into thin air, leaving the grand opera house behind. Little did Lucy know that their next adventure would be even more thrilling, filled with enchanting melodies and breathtaking performances. Chapter 11: The Magical World of Musical Instruments. Hand in hand, Lucy and Melody strolled down the bustling streets of the enchanting musical world. The air was filled with the delightful aroma of freshly baked bread and the sweet scent of blooming flowers. Laughter and music echoed through the narrow cobblestone streets, creating a joyous atmosphere. Their destination was a music shop, a place where Lucy hoped to discover something truly extraordinary. Upon entering the shop, Lucy and Melody found themselves immediately immersed in a symphony of sounds. The room was adorned with instruments of all shapes and sizes, each one shining under the warm glow of the golden chandeliers. It was a breathtaking sight to behold. Grand pianos stood tall and proud, their keys glistening, inviting anyone to play them. Gleaming saxophones and sparkling flutes sat elegantly on display, luring in passers-by with their captivating charm. And in a row, there were vibrant violins, their wooden bodies seemingly infused with life and energy. Lucy's eyes widened with excitement as she hurried towards the grand piano. With delicate fingers, she gently pressed a key, and a beautiful melody filled the air, enveloping her in a cocoon of harmonious sound. Melody giggled with delight, her tiny wings fluttering in rhythm with the music. Eager to explore further, Lucy moved towards a row of gleaming brass instruments. With curiosity piqued, she picked up a trumpet and attempted to blow into it, anticipating a triumphant sound. However, to her amusement, only a small squeak escaped. Unable to contain her laughter, Lucy placed the trumpet back on display, appreciating the humor in her failed attempt. As they continued to wander through the shop, Lucy and Melody reveled in the unique sounds and characteristics of each instrument they encountered. They marveled at the deep, resonant tones of the cello, the delicate notes of the violin that seemed to caress the air, and the playful melodies of the flute that danced with every breath. Suddenly, Lucy's eyes were drawn to a corner of the room where a collection of guitars stood. Intrigued, she gingerly plucked a string, and the sound resonated within her, engulfing her heart with warmth. It was as though the guitar was speaking to her, whispering tales of distant lands and incredible adventures. She could feel the magic coursing through her veins, urging her to embrace this instrument and embark on her own musical journey. Feeling a surge of inspiration, Lucy turned to Melody, her eyes shining with determination. "Melody, I believe I have found it. I want to learn how to play the guitar. It calls to me, and I cannot resist its enchanting voice." Melody clapped her tiny hands in excitement, her eyes shimmering with joy. "What a wonderful choice, Lucy! I cannot wait to hear you play and witness the magic you will create with this instrument." As they left the music shop, Lucy tightly held the small guitar in her hands, feeling a sense of purpose and determination. She eagerly anticipated the commencement of her musical journey, eager to craft her own melodies, weaving tales of love, adventure, and everything in between. Unbeknownst to Lucy, a mysterious note had been slipped into her pocket while she was immersed in the enchantment of the music shop. The note carried a cryptic message, revealing an address and the intriguing words, "The key to unleashing the true magic of music." The sender remained unknown, leaving behind a clue that ignited Lucy's curiosity. Anticipating the unknown, Lucy carefully read the note, fully aware that her musical adventure was far from over. With a resolute smile, she turned to Melody and declared, "Melody, we have another mystery to solve. Let us follow this clue and unlock the true magic of music. Who knows what wonders await us?" And so Lucy and Melody embarked on their journey once more, their hearts brimming with excitement and anticipation. Little did they know that their next destination would lead them to a place where music possessed the power to transform lives, heal wounded hearts, and manifest miracles beyond their wildest dreams. Chapter 12. Exploring the harmonies of choirs and a cappella. Lucy stood in line outside the magnificent concert hall, her excitement bubbling over as she eagerly awaited her first choral concert. The anticipation was almost tangible as she imagined immersing herself in the enchanting world of vocal music. Melody, her faithful companion, stood beside her, equally eager for the evening ahead. Entering the concert hall, Lucy was immediately struck by the grandeur of the venue. The walls stretched towards the heavens, adorned with intricate murals depicting musicians from different eras. It was a breathtaking sight, setting the stage for the musical journey they were about to embark on. Finding their seats, Lucy couldn't contain her excitement and leaned closer to Melody. She whispered, "Melody, I can't believe we're really here. I've never seen a choir perform live before." Smiling warmly, Melody shared in Lucy's enthusiasm. Her eyes twinkled with anticipation as she replied, "Get ready, Lucy, because tonight you're going to witness the true power of vocal music." As the lights dimmed, Lucy's heart skipped a beat. The stage was bathed in a soft spotlight, and a hush fell over the audience as the conductor made his entrance. With a flick of his baton, the music began, building the anticipation within Lucy. The sound that filled the concert hall was unlike anything Lucy had ever heard before. 100 voices were lifted in perfect harmony, creating a magical tapestry of sound that resonated deep within her soul. The choral music washed over her, enveloping her in its embrace, and she couldn't help but be swept away by its sheer beauty. Melody leaned in and whispered, her voice filled with awe. "There are many types of choirs, Lucy, from classical to gospel. Each genre brings its own unique flavor to the music. Tonight, you'll experience the rich diversity of vocal music." As the concert progressed, Lucy found herself captivated by each piece the choir performed. The classical melodies transported her to a different time, evoking a sense of nostalgia and wonder. The gospel songs filled her heart with joy and hope, uplifting her spirit with their powerful messages. Just when she thought the evening couldn't get any more enchanting, the lights dimmed once again, signaling the arrival of a special performance. A hush fell over the audience as a group of individuals stepped onto the stage, forming a circle. Their voices blended seamlessly, creating a mesmerizing display of harmony and skill. Lucy watched in awe as the a cappella group began to sing. Their voices intertwined effortlessly, creating intricate harmonies that danced through the air. The absence of musical instruments made their performance even more remarkable, as they relied solely on the power of their vocal cords to create a symphony of sound. Mesmerized, Lucy couldn't tear her eyes away from the a cappella group. She marveled at their ability to create such complex melodies and rhythms with just their voices. It was a testament to the power of unity, teamwork, and the magic that could be created through collective voices. In that moment, Lucy realized that when voices come together, something extraordinary happens. They create a harmonious connection that transcends the boundaries of ordinary music. As the final note echoed through the concert hall, the audience erupted into applause, showering the performers with praise. Lucy joined in, her heart brimming with appreciation and admiration for the choral music she had just witnessed. She recognized that this was just the beginning of her musical journey, and there was so much more to explore and discover. However, as the applause subsided, Lucy couldn't shake the feeling that her own musical adventure was far from over. She knew that there was still so much more to learn and experience. The choral concert had opened her eyes to a whole new world of music, and she couldn't wait to see where her journey would take her next. Little did she know, the magical music box had something extraordinary in store for her, something that would take her musical adventure to even greater heights. With that thought, Lucy's heart swelled with excitement as she eagerly awaited the next chapter of her extraordinary journey. The possibilities seemed endless, and she knew that her love for choral music and cappella harmonies would continue to inspire her along the way. Chapter 13. The Joy of Self-Expression Through Songwriting. As Lucy listened to the enchanting melodies emanating from the magical music box, she found herself captivated by the power of music. The melodies seemed to speak to her soul, igniting a deep desire within her to explore the world of music further. Driven by an insatiable curiosity, Lucy embarked on a quest to learn the art of songwriting and express her own emotions through music. She yearned to find a mentor who could guide her on this journey of self-discovery. Walking through the bustling streets of her town, Lucy's eyes scanned the surroundings, hoping to catch a glimpse of someone who could teach her about the world of songwriting. Time seemed to stretch on forever until finally, she stumbled upon a hidden gem, a quaint cafe named Melodies, Songwriting Lessons. Excitement surged through her as she stepped inside. The cafe exuded a cozy ambiance, with soft guitars strumming weaving through the air. Lucy's gaze fell upon a woman with flowing brown locks, sitting at a table adorned with musical instruments and sheets of paper. The woman wore a gentle smile as her fingers danced across the strings of her guitar, lost in the melodies she created. Gathering her courage, Lucy approached the woman and asked, "Are you Melody?" Melody looked up, her eyes radiating warmth. "Yes, I am. How can I assist you, young musician?" With a mixture of hesitation and determination, Lucy shared her burning desire to learn about the art of songwriting and her longing to express her deepest emotions through music. Melody's eyes sparkled with delight as she listened intently, recognizing the profound connection between music and emotions. Music possesses a magical ability to forge connections between our emotions and the world around us, Melody explained, setting aside her guitar. Songwriting provides a unique and powerful outlet for expressing those emotions. Would you like to give it a try? Excitement bubbled within Lucy as she eagerly nodded her head. Melody handed her a pen and a blank sheet of paper, encouraging her to jot down her thoughts, feelings, and experiences. Allow the melodies from the magical box to guide your thoughts, Melody gently instructed. Write down everything that comes to mind, and together we will shape it into lyrics and melodies. With closed eyes, Lucy let the melodies she had heard earlier in the day swirl through her mind. Memories, dreams, and emotions flowed onto the paper, intertwining to create a tapestry of words. Once Lucy finished writing, she watched in awe as Melody picked up her guitar, her fingers gliding effortlessly across the strings. The room filled with sweet sounds of music as Melody sang the lyrics Lucy had meticulously crafted. The words came alive, evoking emotions that Lucy had never known she could express. Overwhelmed by the flood of emotions, tears welled up in Lucy's eyes as she listened to her own creation. The song resonated deeply within her soul, reflecting her hopes, dreams, and fears. In that awe-inspiring moment, she realized the incredible power of self-expression through songwriting. "That was truly beautiful, Lucy," Melody praised, her voice filled with admiration. "You possess a natural talent for songwriting. With dedication and practice, you can become a great songwriter yourself." A whirlwind of excitement and possibility enveloped Lucy's heart. She couldn't wait to delve deeper into the world of songwriting, to create melodies that would touch the hearts of others. As Lucy left Melodies that day, she clutched her song lyrics tightly to her chest, understanding that this was just the beginning of her journey as a songwriter. With a determined smile on her face, she walked home, her mind already brimming with new ideas and melodies. Little did Lucy know, this newfound passion for songwriting would lead her on an adventure beyond her wildest dreams, connecting her with kindred spirits who shared her love for music. Chapter 14: The Orchestra's Symphony. Lucy's anticipation bubbled up inside her the moment she set foot in the grand concert hall. The atmosphere crackled with excitement, and as she made her way towards her seat, her heart pounded with anticipation. Melody had extended a special invitation for Lucy to witness a symphony performance by a full orchestra, and she couldn't contain her eagerness to once again immerse herself in the enchanting world of music. Taking in the majestic surroundings, Lucy's gaze wandered around the auditorium. The stage boasted an array of musical instruments, each one more captivating than the last. From the delicate violins to the commanding timpani, each instrument held the promise of a unique sound that would weave together to create something extraordinary. In the front row, Melody's eyes shone with excitement, conveying the magnitude of the upcoming musical journey. As the lights dimmed, the conductor gracefully entered the stage. With a single sweeping motion of her baton, the orchestra sprang to life. Lucy closed her eyes, surrendering herself to the symphony's embrace. The music enveloped her, lifting her spirits and transporting her to a realm brimming with melodies and harmonies that resonated deep within her soul. Midway through the symphony, Melody leaned towards Lucy and whispered, "Do you hear that, Lucy? That's the sound of the string section. They are the heart of the symphony, playing the melody that captivates us all. The violins, violas, cellos, and the double basses work together to create a mesmerizing and soaring sound that fills the air." Curiosity piqued, Lucy opened her eyes and observed in awe as the musicians in the string section moved their bows in perfect unison. The instruments seemed to come alive in their hands, their harmonious strokes weaving a tale that transcended mere notes and melodies. Melody then gestured towards another group of instruments. "Behold the woodwind section," she explained. "Listen closely to the flutes, clarinets, oboes, and bassoons. They infuse the music with a delicate and airy quality, akin to a gentle breeze that caresses the melody." Lucy listened intently, her ears capturing the whimsical notes produced by the woodwind section. The enchanting sound carried her imagination aloft, making her feel as though she were soaring through the sky on the wings of music. In a seamless transition, Melody directed Lucy's attention toward the brass section. "Observe the trumpets, trombones, and French horns," she said, pointing towards the musicians. "Their contribution to the symphony lies in the power and strength they bring. Their resounding sound can reach great heights, touching the hearts of each person in the audience." Lucy's heart swelled as the brass section burst forth with a triumphant fanfare. The sound reverberated throughout the concert hall, permeating every corner with an aura of grandeur. She could feel the music pulsating within her chest, igniting an indomitable fire of passion. Finally, Melody gestured towards the percussion section. "Witness the timpani, snare drums, cymbals, and more," she said. "They provide the symphony with its rhythmic foundation, infusing it with depth and adding layers of excitement and intensity." Lucy found herself unable to resist tapping her feet along to the rhythm as the percussion section injected vibrant energy into the music. The pulsating beat resonated through her veins, endowing her with a newfound vitality and unquenchable passion. As the symphony reached its crescendo, Lucy's heart overflowed with joy. She had been witness to the power of collaboration and teamwork as each section and instrument united to create a harmonious symphony that transcended the individual parts. It served as a reminder that music, much like life itself, was meant to be shared and experienced together. Yet, as the final notes of the symphony hung in the air, a mysterious figure materialized on the stage, causing Lucy's heart to flutter. Who was this unexpected guest? What role would they play in Lucy's extraordinary musical journey? With a mix of excitement and apprehension, Lucy eagerly awaited the next chapter of her adventure at the orchestra, wondering what surprises lay in store for her. In the next chapter, Lucy's curiosity is further piqued by the enigmatic figure on stage. She contemplates the potential significance this figure holds for her musical journey, wondering if they will introduce a new dimension to the symphony. With a blend of excitement and trepidation, Lucy eagerly anticipates unveiling the mysteries that lie ahead in her extraordinary adventure at the orchestra. Chapter 15: Music from Around the World, A Journey of Discovery. Lucy embarked on an extraordinary adventure that took her on a whirlwind tour of various countries, immersing herself in the rich tapestry of their unique musical styles and traditions. It was a journey that opened her eyes to the captivating diversity of music and its remarkable ability to transcend boundaries, leaving an indelible mark on her soul. In the heart of a bustling marketplace in India, where vibrant colors and exotic scents filled the air, Lucy found herself surrounded by an enchanting atmosphere. Curiosity beckoned her to follow the alluring melodies that drifted from a nearby temple, and as she stepped inside, a sitar performance greeted her. The sitar, an ancient instrument played in India for centuries, produced a hauntingly beautiful sound that resonated deep within her. Mesmerized, she observed the sitar player's intricate finger movements, marveling at the skill required to create such a unique sound. The experience left Lucy with an overwhelming desire to delve deeper into the music of India and immerse herself in its vibrant rhythms. With a grateful smile, she bid farewell to the sitar player and ventured back into the bustling marketplace, eager to uncover more musical treasures that awaited her. Continuing her journey, Lucy found herself in the heart of Africa, surrounded by the invigorating beat of drums. Joyful dancers moved rhythmically to the pulsating rhythm, celebrating life and community. Lucy was captivated by the energy and passion exuded by the African drummers. Each beat seemed to echo the heartbeat of the land, creating a transcendent experience. Unable to resist, Lucy joined the dance, surrendering herself to the guidance of the music. In that moment, she felt a profound connection to something greater than herself. Lost in the rhythm, Lucy was approached by a young girl with a beaming smile, who handed her a drum to play. Gratefully accepting the gift, Lucy joined the circle of drummers, and together they created a symphony of beats and laughter that echoed through the air. Although hours seemed to pass in a whirlwind of music and joy, Lucy knew there was still more to explore. With a heavy heart, she bid farewell to her newfound friends, ready to embrace the next chapter of her musical exploration. Lucy closed her eyes and took a deep breath, transporting herself to the serene setting of a Japanese garden. The delicate sound of a koto, a traditional Japanese string instrument, floated through the air, evoking a deep sense of peace and tranquility within her. Approaching the koto player, Lucy listened intently as the melodies transported her to another world. The ethereal sound resonated deep within her soul, leaving her in awe of the vast array of musical styles coexisting in the world. Surrounded by the enchanting sounds of the koto, Lucy knew that her adventure was far from over. Countless melodies and rhythms awaited her discovery, each offering a new and profound experience. With a renewed sense of excitement, she closed her eyes, allowing the music to guide her to her next destination. Little did she know, her next stop would be a place where music had the incredible power to heal and mend broken hearts. It was a place where she would discover the true transformative nature of music, a journey that would forever change her perspective on the world and the profound power of music. As Lucy embarked on this next chapter, she anticipated the emotional depth and profound impact that awaited her. Ready to expand her understanding of music's ability to ignite change and bring solace to those who needed it most. Chapter 16: The Science of Sound. Lucy was always entranced by the magic of music, losing herself in the melodies and harmonies that touched her soul. Yet she had never taken the time to explore the scientific principles that lay beneath the surface of this captivating art form. That all changed one fateful day when she stumbled upon the hidden pathways of Melodia, a mystical realm brimming with enchanting melodies, and had the extraordinary opportunity to meet Professor Melody, a renowned musical scientist with an unparalleled understanding of the technical intricacies of music. It was a sun-drenched afternoon when Lucy found herself exploring the magical realm of Melodia. As she ventured through the lush landscape, a peculiar rhythmic humming caught her attention. Intrigued and fueled by an insatiable thirst for knowledge, Lucy followed the sound until she reached a small cottage, nestled amidst a grove of trees. The door swung open with a soft knock, revealing a sight that both fascinated and overwhelmed her. The room was overflowing with musical instruments, charts, and books, creating an awe-inspiring chaos. In the center of this captivating tableau stood Professor Melody, a wise-looking man with spectacles perched gently on the bridge of his nose.
"Ah, Lucy, you have arrived at the perfect time,"
Professor Melody exclaimed with a warm smile.
Come in, come in. I have been eagerly awaiting the opportunity to impart upon you the wonders of the science of sound."
Lucy's heart raced with excitement as she stepped over the threshold and into the cozy cottage. Finally, she had the chance to delve into the technical aspects of music, a subject that had perpetually fascinated her. The professor guided her to a cozy corner of the room, surrounded by an array of instruments, each possessing its own unique shape and size. He began by elucidating the fundamental elements of music in great detail, expanding upon the concepts of pitch, timbre, and volume.
Pitch refers to the degree of highness or lowness of a sound,
Professor Melody explained, skillfully plucking a string on a guitar to demonstrate different pitches.
It is the reason why a soprano's voice sounds higher than a bass's voice. Timbre, on the other hand, is the distinct quality of a sound. It is what enables us to differentiate between various instruments, even when they produce the same note.
He continued, tapping on a drum and blowing into a flute to exemplify their contrasting timbres. Lucy's ears absorbed every word the professor uttered, captivated by the complexity and intricacy of music that had previously eluded her.
Now, volume determines the loudness or softness of a sound,
the professor expounded, deftly adjusting the volume dial on a radio.
It possesses the power to evoke a myriad of emotions within us. A gentle, hushed melody can induce a sense of calm and serenity, whereas a thunderous, vivacious rhythm can compel us to dance and revel in its energy.
As Professor Melody conveyed his insights, Lucy's mind filled with a profound sense of wonder. She reflected on the multitude of emotions that music had incited within her over the years.
The elation, the melancholy, the anticipation, and the tranquility. It was truly remarkable to comprehend that all of these emotions were intricately intertwined with the scientific components of music. But how does it all work? Lucy inquired, her eyes gleaming with unquenchable curiosity. The professor smiled, reaching for a chalkboard. Ah, my dear Lucy, this is where the science of sound truly flourishes. You see, when a musical instrument emits a sound, it generates vibrations within the air. These vibrations traverse through our ears and reach our brains, where they are interpreted as distinct pitches, timbres, and volumes. It is an enchanting dance between the physical and the emotional realms. Lucy's mind whirled with excitement, absorbing this newfound knowledge with fervor. Music had always held a special place in her heart, but now she comprehended that there was a vast universe of science that lay behind those captivating melodies. As the sun began its descent, imbuing the sky with hues of resplendent orange and pink, Lucy bid farewell to Professor Melody, her heart overflowing with gratitude. She now possessed a profound understanding of the technical components that rendered music so enchanting and powerful. Little did she know this newfound knowledge was merely the genesis of her musical odyssey, for there were still countless secrets to unearth and melodies to discover within the magical world of Melodia. And so, with a skip in her step, Lucy ventured forth, eager to expand her understanding of the science of sound and explore the depths of Melodia's musical wonders. Chapter 17: The Vibrant Tapestry of Music Throughout the Ages. As Lucy stepped into the music box, anticipation filled her heart. The familiar tune played, and the world around her began to transform. A rush of wind enveloped her as she was transported back in time, finding herself in the midst of a bustling marketplace. The vibrant sounds of ancient Greece surrounded Lucy, captivating her senses. The melodious combination of flutes and lyres created a harmonious symphony that seemed to transport her to another realm. Unable to resist the infectious rhythm, Lucy found herself tapping her foot along, embracing the spirit of the ancient Greeks. Curiosity propelled Lucy through the marketplace, and she stumbled upon a group of musicians, skillfully playing a lively tune. Their fervor was contagious, pulling Lucy in. With a surge of courage, she picked up a small drum and joined in, adding her own unique beat to the ancient melody. As the enchanting music filled the air, a crowd began to gather around, mesmerized by the captivating sounds. People from all walks of life came together, drawn by the irresistible power of music. It was a potent reminder that music transcends language and cultural barriers, uniting humanity in a way that nothing else can. Overwhelmed by the beauty of this sight, Lucy couldn't help but smile, realizing the profound impact music had on connecting people throughout history. In the blink of an eye, the music changed, and Lucy found herself transported to medieval times. Surrounded by knights, damsels, and minstrels, the air resonated with the celestial tunes of lutes and harps. The melodies wove a tapestry of chivalry and romance, igniting the imagination and transporting Lucy to a world of enchantment. She watched with awe as troubadours sang tales of love and adventure, their voices reverberating through the stone walls of the castle. It was a magical experience, witnessing how music had become a vessel for expressing emotions and narrating stories. In that moment, Lucy felt as though she had glimpsed into the hearts of those who existed centuries ago, understanding their hopes, dreams, and passions through the universal language of music. As the music shifted once more, Lucy found herself in a smoky jazz club, the atmosphere pulsating with the seductive sounds of saxophones and trumpets.
The energetic rhythm seized her heart, evoking a sense of exhilaration and joy. Mesmerized, she observed the musicians improvising effortlessly, creating melodies on the spot. The room was charged with an electric energy, and Lucy could no longer resist the urge to dance. She surrendered herself to the music, letting it guide her movements as she twirled and swayed in perfect synchrony with the beat. Each era Lucy encountered on her musical odyssey revealed a distinct evolution and adaptation of music throughout history. From the captivating Gregorian chants of the past to the revolutionary birth of rock and roll, every musical style reflected the cultural and societal changes of its time. It was as if she had discovered a treasure trove of human creativity, a testament to the infinite capacity of the human spirit to express itself through music. With the final note of the music box, Lucy's extraordinary adventure drew to a close. She took a moment to reflect on the profound journey she had undergone. Music wasn't merely a source of entertainment. It was a living art form that continued to evolve and inspire generations. Armed with a newfound appreciation for the rich tapestry of music's evolution, Lucy eagerly awaited her next adventure. She longed to uncover the musical wonders that lay just beyond the horizon, knowing that her journey was far from over. The music box played its enchanting melody, and with a heart full of anticipation, Lucy stepped inside, ready to embrace the next chapter of her magical musical odyssey. Chapter 18: The Profound Emotional Language of Music. Lucy found solace in her room, surrounded by the captivating presence of her cherished music box. Throughout the years, it had whisked her away on countless musical journeys, introducing her to a vast array of sounds, instruments, and rhythms. However, on this particular day, Lucy yearned for something more. She felt an insatiable desire to explore the immense emotional power that music possessed, to unravel the secrets of how it could convey such a wide range of feelings. With cautious hands, Lucy gently opened the music box, releasing a delicate and melodious tune that gracefully filled the air. As the notes danced around her, Lucy closed her eyes, surrendering herself to the enchanting melody. The music resonated deep within her, igniting a whirlwind of emotions. It was as though each exquisite sound transported her to a world where every chord had the ability to express its own unique feeling. Curiosity awakened within her, urging Lucy to embark on a musical voyage of discovery. She began to experiment with different melodies, starting with those in a major key. Instantly, a sense of joy and happiness enveloped the room. The music seemed to come alive, swirling and twirling, evoking a radiant smile on Lucy's face. The major key acted as a burst of sunlight, warming her heart and infusing her with an infectious delight. However, Lucy pondered, could music also convey sadness? With unwavering determination, she chose a minor key and tenderly played a slow, mournful melody. The notes reverberated through the room, casting a somber veil upon her surroundings. The minor key spoke of sorrow and longing, tugging at the strings of her heart with each delicate sound. Lucy could almost feel tears welling up within her as the music evoked a profound sense of sadness. Driven by an insatiable thirst for musical exploration, Lucy resolved to delve even deeper into the vast repertoire of emotions that could be expressed through music. She played a series of loud and dissonant chords, deliberately creating a clash of sounds. The music reverberated with anger and frustration, as if it were the embodiment of pent-up emotions being unleashed in a raging storm. Lucy's heart raced, and her hands trembled as the music pushed the boundaries of what she thought she knew. Remarkably, the music box seemed to respond to Lucy's thirst for exploration, encouraging her to venture further into the emotional landscape that music had to offer. With each new melody and chord, Lucy discovered the profound impact they could have on the listener. As Lucy continued her musical odyssey, a realization struck her. Music possessed a remarkable ability to touch hearts and forge connections with people on a deep and profound level. It held the power to heal and uplift, to soothe and inspire. Music surpassed the limitations of words, speaking directly to the depths of the soul. Armed with this newfound understanding of the emotional potency of music, Lucy knew that she had only scratched the surface. Her excitement bubbled uncontrollably as she eagerly anticipated uncovering the hidden secrets that lay within the enchanting melodies of her magical music box. Unbeknownst to Lucy, her exploration of the emotional power of music was about to lead her into an extraordinary new realm. In this realm, she would encounter a musical creature unlike anything she had ever seen before. This creature held the key to unlocking the most profound emotions, yet it harbored a dangerous secret that threatened to disrupt the harmony of the magical world. Excitement and trepidation intertwined within Lucy as she prepared to embark on her next musical adventure, eager to face whatever challenges lay ahead. Chapter 19: Sharing the Magic of Music. Lucy sat cross-legged in her cozy bedroom, basking in the warm glow of the afternoon sun. As she delicately pressed her fingers against the smooth keys of her piano, she couldn't help but feel a sense of wonder and awe. The melodies and harmonies that flowed from her fingertips held a power that was beyond words. Lost in the enchanting music, Lucy reflected on the profound discoveries she had made about the emotional impact of music. Each melody and chord seemed to unlock a different emotion within her. The vibrant major key melodies filled her heart with joy and happiness, causing her fingers to dance with delight. Conversely, the melancholic minor key melodies evoked a deep sense of longing and yearning. With her eyes closed, Lucy allowed the music to guide her, to take her on a journey of emotions. She could feel the raw power and breathtaking beauty of the melodies coursing through her veins. It was as if the music had a life of its own, whispering stories and secrets that only she could hear. Lost in her own musical world, Lucy began to experiment with different melodies and chords, eager to uncover their emotional impact. She played a haunting melody in a minor key, and as the final note echoed through the room, a shiver ran down her spine. The music conveyed a sense of darkness and mystery, as if it held a hidden secret waiting to be unraveled. Determined to fully grasp the potential of music, Lucy continued her exploration. She played a lively and spirited tune in a major key, her fingers dancing across the keys with a newfound enthusiasm. The room filled with an infectious energy, spreading joy and laughter through the air. But as Lucy played, she couldn't help but think about the people she wanted to share this magical world of music with. She longed to touch their hearts just as music had touched hers. She understood that music had the extraordinary power to bring people together, to bridge gaps and heal wounds. With a smile lighting up her face, Lucy made a resolute decision. She would organize a concert in her own backyard, inviting friends, family, and even strangers to experience the incredible magic of music. She would play melodies in both major and minor keys, showcasing the kaleidoscope of emotions music could evoke. The thought of the concert filled Lucy's heart with boundless excitement. It would be a celebration of self-expression, a testament to the indescribable power of music. She knew that through the melodies she played, she could connect with people on a profound level and create a sense of unity that transcended differences. As the sun gracefully dipped below the horizon, Lucy's fingers continued to dance across the piano keys. The melodies she played were filled with hope and anticipation, weaving a tapestry of emotions that she could hardly wait to share with the world. Little did she know her musical journey was far from over. The magic of the music box had carried her thus far, and now it was leading her towards an even greater adventure. The concert she envisioned would not only touch the hearts of those who listened, but would also unlock a new chapter in Lucy's own musical odyssey. With excitement and curiosity coursing through her veins, Lucy gently closed the lid of the piano. The next chapter of her musical adventure waited, and she was ready to embrace it with open arms. As Lucy began planning the concert, she realized that she wanted to make it more than just a performance. She wanted it to be an interactive experience, where the audience could also participate in the magic of music. Inspired by this idea, Lucy decided to incorporate a sing-along portion into the concert. She carefully selected songs that had touched her heart throughout her musical journey. These songs carried powerful messages of love, hope, and perseverance. Lucy believed that by inviting the audience to sing along, they too could experience the transformative power of music firsthand. In addition to the sing-along, Lucy wanted to showcase the diverse range of musical genres and styles. She reached out to local musicians who played different instruments and had expertise in various genres. Together, they formed a band that would accompany her during the concert, adding depth and richness to the performances. As the preparations for the concert progressed, Lucy's excitement grew. She couldn't wait to share the stage with other talented musicians and see the audience's faces light up as they joined in the music. This concert would not only be a celebration of music, but a celebration of community and togetherness. Lucy also decided to donate a portion of the concert proceeds to a local charity that provided music education to underprivileged children. She believed that everyone should have access to the magic of music, and by supporting this cause, she hoped to make a difference in the lives of those less fortunate. With each passing day, Lucy's vision for the concert expanded. She decided to transform her backyard into a whimsical garden, adorned with fairy lights and colorful decorations. The atmosphere would be magical, transporting the audience to a world where anything was possible through the power of music. As the concert day approached, Lucy felt a mix of nerves and excitement. She had poured her heart and soul into planning this event, and now it was time to share her passion with the world. She knew that the concert would be a resounding success because she had poured her love, her talent, and her belief in the magic of music into every aspect of it. As the final notes of the preparation rehearsals filled the air, Lucy took a deep breath and smiled. She was ready to step onto the stage and share the magic of music with the world. The concert would be a testament to the transformative power of melodies and harmonies, a celebration of the unity and joy that music could bring to all who embraced it. With determination in her heart and a twinkle in her eye, Lucy opened the doors to her backyard, ready to embark on the next chapter of her musical odyssey. Chapter 20. Lucy's musical legacy expands, concludes, and finds a happy ending. As Lucy wraps up her extraordinary musical journey, she takes a moment to reflect on the profound impact it has had on her life. Filled with gratitude and wonder, she realizes that her adventure is far from over. Lucy is determined to keep pursuing her passion for music and to inspire others to do the same. Immersed in a captivating world of enchanting melodies and diverse musical styles, Lucy vividly recalls the transformative moments she experienced. From discovering the vibrant energy of jazz with Mr. Jenkins, to drummer Max helping her find her own rhythm, and being mesmerized by the violin melodies of Miss Chang, and the powerful beats of the African drums that connected her to a whole new culture. But it wasn't just the music that touched Lucy's heart. It was the people she met along the way. Passionate musicians, supportive mentors, and friends who joined her on this enchanting quest. Their stories and inspiration left an indelible mark on her soul, becoming an integral part of her musical legacy. With a determined twinkle in her eyes, Lucy silently makes a vow. She will carry this legacy forward and continue nurturing her love for music. Rather than letting it fade away, she will allow it to soar and ignite the musical dreams of others. Back in her own world, Lucy can barely contain her excitement. She knows exactly what she must do. She decides to take the initiative and start a music club at her school, creating a haven where she can share her knowledge and passion with her peers. This club will serve as a platform for everyone to explore their musical talents and experience the sheer bliss of self-expression. Fueled by unwavering determination, Lucy approaches her school principal and presents her brilliant idea. To her delight, the principal wholeheartedly supports her vision, pledging to help transform it into a reality. Word spreads like wildfire, and soon, a group of eager students come together, ready to embark on their own musical journeys. Lucy knows that this is only the beginning of her personal growth. The music club will provide her with endless opportunities for learning and self-development, while also inspiring others to pursue their own passions. Brimming with purpose and anticipation, she eagerly awaits the countless adventures that lie ahead. Music has become an inseparable part of Lucy's being, a guiding light that brings immense joy to her life. With a radiant smile and a skip in her step, Lucy enters the music room where her peers eagerly await her. As she raises her hands, poised to lead them on a harmonious journey of discovery, Lucy understands that her musical legacy has only just begun. Little does she know that her unwavering passion for music will touch the lives of countless others in unexpected and profound ways. The music club at her school becomes a thriving community where students find solace, inspiration, and friendship through the power of music. Together, they create beautiful compositions, perform breathtaking concerts, and discover their own unique musical voices. As years pass, Lucy's influence reaches far beyond her school. Her dedication to music education and her unwavering support for budding musicians catch the attention of influential organizations. She is invited to speak at conferences, share her experiences in publications, and lead workshops that empower young musicians. Lucy's musical legacy not only expands, but also concludes with a happy ending. She receives a scholarship to pursue her dream of studying music at a prestigious university. With her talent and dedication, she becomes a renowned musician and composer, filling concert halls with her soul-stirring compositions. Yet, Lucy never forgets her humble beginnings and the people who helped shape her musical journey. She dedicates a portion of her success to giving back to her community, establishing music programs in underserved schools, and offering scholarships to talented students who lack resources. As this final chapter draws to a close, readers are left with a heartwarming conclusion. Lucy's passion for music not only transformed her own life, but also the lives of countless others. Her legacy lives on through the music she creates, the students she inspires, and the joy and beauty she brings to the world. With a sense of fulfillment and contentment, Lucy looks back on her magical musical adventure, grateful for every note, every connection, and every moment of growth. She understands that her journey is not just about the destination, but the experiences and impact she leaves behind. As you end the book, you carry Lucy's story in your heart, forever inspired to pursue your own passions and nurture the spark of creativity within. The story of Lucy's musical legacy serves as a reminder that with dedication, courage, and love, anyone can create their own extraordinary journey, leaving a lasting imprint on the world.